little of them thus far. Fallen returns the favour. Snacks goes down, and that's half of Virtus.Pro in one man. At one point he was doing so well on the score, but I think it's Neo that's pulled it back since then.
Yeah, he's flanking right now from A. This is horrible right now. Neo already literally right behind the T's, 30 seconds left. This is almost an impossible round for Keed.
Fallen senses it. Goes looking for it. Virtus.Pro pick up that to take the lead over 16-15.
I truly believe if Keed wants to have some rounds against OT, they're going to have to switch up the pace and go fast. Because, as you can see, when they go slow, VP gets such a good read on which bomb site they're going to choose to hit. They're going to over-rotate, they're going to flank, they're going to dump nades at the choke points. These rounds are almost impossible to win for them. They're putting themselves in such a hard spot. And here they go, they're going with this YOLO B rush again. This is good.
This is what took them to map point, remember. But that nade does a heck of a lot of damage. As they come charging out the other side of this fight, Bialy is welcoming them with open arms. Good job. It is Fallen. One man against five. Very, very rampant Virtus.Pro players. Gets them through. It is a clean round for VP, 17-15.
Fantastic round by Bialy right there. I can't say how important that nade was in the tunnel. He smokes tunnel and has the knowledge to nade instantaneously. And what that does is just completely stops the rush. Especially after that recent valve update where nades just stun you and you can't go anywhere. Those T's were stuck in that tunnel for 5 seconds in that smoke. And at that point, it's just too late. You've missed your timing, the guy barrel's ready, the guy sandbag has already cleared courtyard. You have to get out quicker than that. And they just couldn't because Bialy's nade.
Catch up. Number one to win. KS down. He said they had to get something on this T side. It's looking like a very big ask. Fallen though. Bring that arse down to size. Fallen charges into the site, has got himself his weapon of choice as well. Only he were the carrier. He's not far behind.
For his role here in this round is massive. The CTs know he's pushed up right here. If he doesn't get this kill.
And that massive roll. He's brought tumbling down. Neo dropped by bolts though as Keed still making a match of this. Fallen has the Patcher auto sniper as well.
And I like this. Bolts took control of that B-bomb site in the lurker roll. Called for his teammates to come back. He has such a great position right now to hold this rotate. Still can just get this plant down. Should be an easy win right now for Keith this last round.
That's what we call a commentator's curse.
I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize to me. Steel gets himself the frack up to Bialy, and it is Taz 1-on-3. Full complement of health, but also an angry army against him. He was chasing shadows, and the moment one of them comes firing back, he is down to pick themselves up a round right at the end of that first half of overtime, and it is 17-15.
And that might be all Keith needs right now, just that one round. I can definitely see them getting these 3 CT rounds. They had a great CT half. So it's just important that they keep their aggression they had and don't turtle in because of the amount of rounds they've lost in the last 18 rounds. I don't see them feel
It just seems to roar itself towards that guy with the shake outfit. Yeah. Half-time in overtime. And that last round changed the complexity of everything. It looked like it was going to be a 3-0 overtime, and particularly when they got that opening frag. And now there's a much more serious tone on that VP bench. Keed, on the other hand, know that they have a window of opportunity once more. Peter, the cheerleader, is doing exactly that, getting in their faces, cheering them on to victory.
That Peter pace. Pace. Back and forth.
And the back massage as well.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
So something to note about that last round was, here's when Keith finally had like no money and they were forced to buy. They had to string together something. They played so loose and just like everyone did their default roles, but they did it hyper aggressively. You could tell they didn't really have an end game plan. They were able to trade those kills and really work up the choke points that they weren't able to do in their normal default because they were playing so tight, and VP could read that because they're just playing so close to the vest. All the nades are predictable, the peaks are predictable. At top level CS, you just have that. That's why the Fnatic is the style where they have an aggressive player like JW and passive players around him, like a Pronax. So that kind of style is the new meta right now in CSGO, and that's kind of what he used that last round.
How do they replicate that? Does it come naturally to them?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's more of like a random thing that teams can come up with on the fly. It takes a lot of practice to be consistently good at it. They're like Fnatic. Fnatic can read teams really well based on the information JW gets off his pushes.
17-16, 2-1 in the first half of overtime. If Keed can hold, but Taz has got a long way, and he'll charge down Steel. No, he won't. Auto Sniper picks off Pasha as well, and what looked like an excellent rush has proven to be almost a clean sweep here. It has been a clean sweep. What a round from Keed, tying us up.
Yeah, that was really scary because Taz was behind enemy lines in a 5v5 right there. Just jumped through that we call it kind of like the connector board area. Jumped through that plank smoke and basically ended up flanking that pit guy. Just couldn't get the kill. I think with that kill, that round might have went a little bit differently though.
And with that CT favor tying us up, this pendulum continues to swing on this map, and Keed will feel very much that this now is their map to lose.
Yeah, and here's that angle that I was talking about for him. He's able to get this pick for sure. There it is.
Now we down, lovely strike from Fallen.
Oh, this is a, oh my goodness, that's a really ballsy way to leave those tunnels. I thought he would just run back through his smoke here.
So from a man up now, you can see the Keed relatively static. Still have one man extended out slightly. But they can wait. They can afford to wait. Their maximum with one man angling over on B, they're only going to go up against 3 men here. Come to them, as you say, they have the angles to work for them, and now they have another frag to work for them. They are edging their way towards another map point.
I think that's Fallen's 3rd lap on the A bathrooms, went all the way around, lapping the VP members.
So has the frag onto Pasha, and he will get one more before dying. It's Stacks that goes out, and it's Taz, 1 on 4. This is not looking likely. And it's map point Keed, their CT side in overtime. Has been exemplary.
Awesome round right there by Fallen. That's exactly what I started off the match saying. He needs to stay aggressive at A with that off. Got a pick there. The interesting round out really well. Went all the way back around the bathroom. Stayed aggressive. Not too many kills. Fallen really did a great job to knock back down the board. That's good.
And a magnificent map from Keed, and they've fought both the players and the crowd as they look to take themselves to nuke. They're not here for the romance of Katowice. They're here to win. And that Molotov is perfectly timed to hold back Stacks. And it will be Steel who gets the frag. Bolt's now lying in wait. The push is alive. Steel has his 2nd frag. Steel has his 3rd. And this is beautiful play from Keed. And they are 1 frag away from taking us to map 3. Neo, 50 points of health and 2 frags, is still going at it. He waits for Bolt, but no, from around the corner, Frog gets the frag, jumps to his feet, and Keed have won here on Overpass. It's a tie game, ladies and gentlemen, 1-1. We are on to map 3.
What an awesome map right there, and great ending for Keed. Really sticking into it, and you saw that, I'm not sure which player it was that was playing that same pit angle as the first round, but that was the exact same